I love that intro. I really do. What is up? What is up? Yo, 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 what is up, YouTube? This is Josh at American AF Dumpster Rentals in Dallas. And this is,
Alexis.
oh, so what's up? What are we doing?
He forced me to be here.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you are on payroll, right? I mean, are you getting paid overtime?
No.
Oh. What is going on, YouTube? This is Josh over here. I already did that, right?
Yeah.
All right, enough of that. Anyways, so we are back in Dallas, Texas. When I was in Nashville, I did a live.
I saw it.
It was a very short. You saw it? You were watching?
No.
Did you notify yourself to make sure you watch it?
No.
I did a live in Nashville, and I kept saying Nashville, Texas. I may have had a couple drinks. You don't know anything about that yet, right?
Mm-mm.
But you will in less than a year.
Oh, okay.
Are you?
No.
No. Anyways, what is up, everybody? I am back in Dallas. Nashville was awesome. DRSCon was super fun, and we had a blast. It was pretty quick little turnaround, 10-hour drive each way, so we were a little tired, but it is what it is. It was a good drive. I wanted to take my truck. Daniel got his truck hit by the valet. The valet hit his truck. It was a very tight little spot. There was this little girl driving my truck, and I caught her because I was going to leave early. I said, no, bring the truck back. So she turns around and drives the truck back, and apparently she's the one that hit Daniel's truck in the valet.
At your hotel?
At actually the hotel where the event was at. So they're going to be paying for it. But yeah, I got Alexis on the channel today. We're just going to be talking a little bit about business. You've been helping me out on the dumpster business pretty much since day one, right?
Yeah.
Almost since day
for
one.
The most part.
Since we sold the business for sure, right? Since we sold the
Yeah.
limo company. And yeah, just kind of talking, saying what's up to everybody. So why don't you tell everybody a little bit about you and who you are, what you do currently, and introduce yourself.
A little bit about me.
Talk a little bit louder because the mic. You got. Make sure you guys can hear her. Let us know if you can hear her. Sorry, Daniel's on the channel. My bad for putting your business out there. I'll upload the picture later.
You can't put it on the screen.
I can't. I could, but I don't have it ready to put it on the screen. So, anyways, talk a little bit louder for the people in the back to hear you.
Okay. Well, I'm Alexis. I'm his daughter. Unfortunately.
Oh wow! Here we go.
Some days. I'm just kidding. I don't really do much.
I'm not a Cowboy fan, by the way.
I'm not a Mavs fan either. And
I just like
a Mavs shirt.
I just like. What is the deal?
I don't know.
Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't do much. I just help him out, and I'm in college, trying to graduate.
What are you going to school for?
For business.
What kind of business?
Business management and minoring in marketing.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, and you are a.
Oh, they can't hear me.
We can see your lips moving, but can't make out the words. You got to talk louder. The mic is. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know. This mic won't reach. So you're going to have to scoot in. I don't smell, and I don't bite sometimes. So scoot up. You are in, you go to college?
Yeah.
You are a what?
I'm a senior at
and
my college.
What are you going for?
For business management and minoring in marketing.
Can anybody else hear? I got one comment here that you can see our lips, but you can't hear. I see the microphone going up and down.
Who's that?
Just kidding. Oh, that was all you,
Mr.
Trash.
You say it twice. Who is that?
Mr. Trash. Mr.
Block.
Trash Dumpster Rentals. What is womp womp?
I said block, but I was just kidding.
Oh, block.
I'm just
kidding.
kidding.
I thought you said womp womp. What is up, everybody? All right, so we got Antrell. What's going on, bro? Let's get it. Mr. What does that say? Crit? Roll out. What is up, brother? Appreciate you being here. My CFO is in the house today. What's going on, Yakima or YLM Inc.? Big Joe, Max Co. says happy birthday, Alexis.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, her birthday was what? About a week ago?
Yeah, a little over a week
ago. But yeah, so you're in business management, and what do you do? What did you do for Heaven on Wheels? How long were you there for? And then what do you do for American AF Dumpsters now?
I was there.
Whoop, sorry.
I was there since COVID. I started training.
Where's there? What are you talking about?
At Heaven on Wheels. When COVID hit and everything shut down, and then when they opened back up to do cleaning and stuff, that's when I started going in to start training to be one of the office staff, and then I was a receptionist up until they sold the company.
All right. So she is my daughter, obviously, but she can sell. I mean, you kind of I mean, okay, she gets a big head when you say stuff nice to her, but she can sell. In the limo company, we always had like numbers and quotas to hit every single week, and I think you hit them pretty much every single week to the point where I literally had to raise it sometimes just so she didn't get a big head. But she can sell. So I think a lot of people also, and that's something kind of interesting on the channel that we should talk about one of these days, is I think that a lot of people, when a female answers the phone, I don't know. I don't know if it's just they trust. They're more trusting. What do you think it is? I mean,
They're
do you?
just friendlier,
Yeah, definitely. You
a
might be a
lot
little bit friendlier
nicer.
than me.
Yeah,
I guess.
I can't let him answer the phone
I
sometimes.
don't like answering the phones. I'm not going to be honest with you guys. I don't know about you guys, but I just don't like answering them. Because look, and I don't know what is going. How many calls have we gotten that they think we're a bail bonds office?
A few.
I mean, literally, you just got one like last week.
Yeah.
And I remember one that came over a couple weeks ago where they said something like they're calling to check in. Right? It was a couple months ago. They called to check in, and you were didn't understand what was going on, and
No.
I think I listened to the recording, and I said, Alexis, that's a bail bondsman.
Oh
They're
yeah.
calling to check in with their bail bonds. So there must be some American AF or American bail bonds, and they keep getting our number confused.
I don't know.
Um, but that kind of stuff would just irritate the heck out of me. Well, not really. I
You'd
mean, it's
get
the wrong
mad.
number. But the people that call and say, "Hey, you missed our weekly trash pickup," or somebody didn't pick up our trash this week, or we get that a lot too, where they think that we're
The
the local
city.
city.
Yeah. All the
And
time. It's like
yeah,
once a day now. Because we started picking up the past week, if that. And it's been once a day for the past week that they think that we're the city.
and it's nothing different with advertising that we're doing. It's just that time of year. I think we're starting to pick up a lot. So
Yeah.
I think we're probably double what we were a few weeks ago.
Yeah. For sure.
Things have gotten pretty busy, so we've it's been pretty good around here. Let's see here. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. I am gonna ask you guys to make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'm sure most of you guys are subscribed that are watching the live. However, make sure you like this and hit that like button because that really helps the channel, really helps the videos, and I can bring awesome guests like Alexis more often. Um, but I do have also plans for some other guests as well, not just my kid.
Mm.
Mm. Let's see here. Joe says we are live from Dallas, Tennessee.
I saw that.
I did say that. No, I said
Yeah.
Nashville, Texas. I think is what I
No.
said. Did I say Dallas, Tennessee? I
Yeah.
messed it up that bad too.
No.
I
Wait. I think you did say Nashville, Texas. I don't know.
I may have had, like I said, a couple drinks. It was a good time. I was there with who was I there with? I was with Daniel. It was his birthday.
Oh.
Obviously my wife was there. I was there with I believe Chad Price, with oh my gosh, I'm gonna get the companies and names confused, but Funky Junk, I believe. I was there with Kendrick, with Dumpy Dumpsters. I was there with oh my gosh, I forgot his name, but Mi Dumps, Michigan Dumps, I believe, or something like that. Good dude. I just forgot his name. I'm
You
really
know
bad
that
with
was him? Do
names.
you know what I'm saying?
I know. We had dinner too.
Fake.
Not fake. I just don't. I'm bad at names. You know that. But anyways, Daniel says, "Bro," because we're talking probably about his truck. Poor guy. It's a nice truck. I mean, he got it hit. It's got a little yellow paint on it, but it's all good, man. Daniel, I hope you're recovering good, brother. I know. I hope you're doing good. I saw your post on the community post and how you were going through some post op stuff. My wife, I'm not putting out her information out there too much, but she just went through some post op stuff today, post op stuff. So she's downstairs recovering, right?
Sleeping.
Hopefully, I mean, is anybody watching her, making sure she's okay?
Yeah.
Wasn't that what you were supposed to
Yeah, but then you dragged me up here.
do? I dragged you up here. All right, what else we got? Mr. Trash says we can. Oh, we already saw that. We already talked about that.
JK.
Let's see here. A quote from Billy Madison. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Oh man, I don't know. I would not know what that means, but I'm gonna look it up after I leave.
They're all saying yes, yes, yes.
Awesome. Put on my headset and I sound better. So, what are we gonna talk about today? Again, business picked up. That's pretty good. I think we are doing. Well, shoot, since Friday alone, I think we had 14 as of yesterday, not including today. So we're almost at 20 since Friday. Um, it's been busy.
Yeah.
So I've got a lot of cans, and just a lot of different customers. And I don't really attribute it to anything other than the weather starting to get a little bit warmer. It's nicer. It hasn't been raining that much lately. Things are starting to dry out, and people are out there working a little bit. So that's kind of nice. What is up, Mr. Trashman? Again, ooh, super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think you just typed that in though. What do we got? Oh, everybody's saying happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right, so business management. So what do you want to do with it? Am I putting you on the spot?
Yeah.
What do you think you want to do? Obviously, eventually, or at some point. What's the
Um,
plans?
I don't know.
It's tough.
Yeah,
What do you guys think she should do?
I don't know.
No, I said them.
I know, but I'm just saying I
No, but
don't
I'm
know.
talking to them.
Okay.
We're alive right now.
Okay.
Anyway, so she's undecided, and that's fine. So again, I don't know if I've talked about her a little bit, and my other daughter, both of them during COVID, they both decided to go online.
Mm-hmm.
And Alexis fast forwarded her schooling,
Mm-hmm.
and what you were 16 and you graduated high school at 16 during COVID, and you signed up for college. Obviously,
Yeah.
were accepted in college at 16,
Mm-hmm.
and now you're 20 and you're a senior in college, and you will graduate at the end of this year, right?
Right.
With your
Bachelor's.
mm, damn. And Mariana, my middle daughter or my middle
Kid.
kid, she fast forwarded as well, and she's already graduated. She graduated at
17, I
17,
think.
and she's just kind of in limbo right now, just kind of doing her thing. So
Mm-hmm.
proud of all three of my kids. Super smart. I'm not the kind of dad, just like I'm not the kind of boss that micromanages. I'm not the dad that does that either. I kind of expect them to do their thing, and know that there's not really consequences, but there is consequences if you don't do what you're supposed to do. But I'm always there to support them 100%. I believe.
Yeah.
I would think. Don't you know?
Yeah.
No pressure.
No.
No pressure whatsoever.
No. But you've never been strict on us with our grades or nothing like that. I feel like you've
Because,
always trusted us with getting our own good grades, like with doing that ourselves. Like if we fail, it's on us.
but for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm there for you if you need it.
Yeah.
But I feel
He
like
does my homework for me.
sometimes only the fun stuff. Still,
Yeah.
no, I'm not talking about grade fifth grade.
No.
Um,
Grade 12. Grade
college, senior.
16.
No, that's not. But um, and the other thing is, as a parent, and I know a lot of you guys that watch this are parents and stuff like that. Family is super important to me. It always has been. But it's like I've never been really big into school either, and I've never pushed them to go to college. If they want to go to college, I'm fully supporting them, and we cover it 100% if we can. And it's on them though, and it's really cool to have kids that take it upon themselves to to really do good, and work their own way in life. I mean, really, at the end of the day, we're there to support them, but they gotta march their own path. So, anyways, with that being said, why business though?
Why?
Yeah,
Um, I just there was I don't want to. I don't know. It's the only thing that's caught my attention, and I don't regret it because taking the classes that I have taken, I really enjoy them, and I think that doing something, whether it be marketing or management or owning my own business or all three, um, it'd be something that I enjoy based on the classes that I've taken. Like I don't regret it at all, but I just undecided.
you want to take over the dumpster business?
No,
Why not?
I'm no.
Oh man, guys, help me out here. Someone's got to take over the empire when I'm done. Who's gonna take over the empire?
Your son?
Maybe, maybe. All right, who do you got? When I owned an automotive accessory shop, my wife could sell more than anyone. Dude, it's so true.
It's a female thing.
Yeah, I think people are just more trusting. You got guy contractors who call, and probably more trusting with women. I don't
Mhm.
know, and then you've got females that call and have more of a connection with
Mhm.
another a female. So it's just it for those of you guys that have had a female answer your calls, you probably understand. For those of you guys that haven't, you probably don't. But I'm sure as soon as you do, or if you ever did, you will see a possible uptick in reservations. I'm not lying.
They also care, like not care more, but they show more compassion. Like you get sometimes you get phone calls like, "Oh yeah, my so and so passed away, and we have to get a dumpster to clear out." their house. I feel like if you would answer the phone, you'd be like, "Oh, okay, like when do you need the dumpster?" You know,
Okay.
like
And
you
what
would
do you
just be like,
say?
"I'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Like, I hope everybody's taking it well. You know, like if there's anything we can do to make it easier on you guys,
Well,
like
it's
stuff
that
like
personal
that. It's
touch,
just,
right?
yeah, I just
Being
more
empathetic with a customer on the
right.
phone. I mean, I preach it, and I do it sometimes, but sometimes it's like when I'm also like when we're working and we're behind the wheel and we're rushing. Sometimes we lose that sense of customer service or that sense of connection with the customer, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's just like let's get it done, let's get it over with.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's hard. It's hard when you're wearing multiple hats. CVA dumpsters. Shout out to Alexis again.
Thank you.
We already went there. What are we doing here? All right. When I was heading out your way to buy a flatbed today, guy messaged me as I was rolling out and had another guy show up and buy it. Oh, well, that sucks. Sorry to hear that, back road. Hopefully you didn't go too far out of your way to come down here. Oh, Sasaki Sumdi says, "Hey, I'm 32 years old. I've been working at a supply chain warehouse DHL for 3 years, and I'm burnt out. Any wisdom for help? Should I start off with a 6.5 by 12 dump trailer, drive it to Tacoma?" Oh man, Sasaki. So, dude, uh, it's very easy to get burnt out in a 9 to 5 or any kind of job like that, man. I'm not gonna lie. If you want to go on your own, I would definitely start off little. Don't leave your day job just yet. You know, start it as a side hustle. Test the market. Always test the market. Always, always, always proof of concept. Um, I've been a firm believer in proof of concept. There's been multiple businesses that I've started and I have not moved on or continued with because of the fact that I just felt like it didn't work. And the ones that I felt did work or that I saw potential in, I definitely moved forward with. So even an indoor soccer company. I mean, I started an indoor soccer facility back in I don't know 2013, 2014, something like that. And when I say proof of concept, we rented a 10,000 square foot warehouse. I bought used turf off Craigslist and it looked like crap. It had football lines in it and numbers, and we painted it green. And that was it for the first 6 months because I was proving the concept. I was making sure there was a need in the community first and foremost, and then I put in $20,000 worth of turf in there, plus all other stuff. So same thing in the dumpster business. I started off small. I had a piece of junk used truck, and I had a cargo trailer at that. And you may have seen it in the intro and that was my proof of concept. So make sure that you're testing the market. If you have the money and you can afford a dump trailer like a 6 by 12 or 6.5 by 12, use that for sure. You don't have to go out and spend $30,000 to $40,000 on a roll off trailer or $50,000 to $150,000 on a roll off truck and not know if the business is going to work for you or not. Um, there was a post today. Check this out. And I don't mean to talk. I'm not talking bad about the guy whatsoever. But there was a post today on one of the Facebook groups, and the guy posted a triple axle trailer. That means the three axles,
Mm-hmm.
three sets of
Triple
wheels.
axle.
And he had a dually truck, right? And he had bought a brand new triple axle trailer, which isn't cheap, and a set of three dumpsters, brand spanking new. And he says he bought it, and now he realized the nearest landfill to him was over an hour away, and he put it up for sale. What did that tell you?
That he didn't research.
Mm, she said it, not me. So if you want to be bad at somebody, be mad at her. But for real, right? I mean, do your research. I mean,
Yeah.
so that's the other piece of advice I got to give you, brother, is just make sure you do your research. There's so much, and I say this every single video, I think, or at least every single live, is there is so much information out there. There's so much free advice. Make sure you give me a like right now, everybody. But there's so much free advice out there that you know it's on you. It's really on you, man. And I feel sorry for that guy. It sucks. I feel sorry for his wife or his family or his kids if he's got one. If he's got the money to spend, albeit, so be it. But that's a tough position to be in. So do your research. That's my other piece of advice for you, bro. And Charles says it's been 28 years since I took a marketing class. What are the cool colors that draw people's attention? Ooh, You
That
know?
for me,
Yeah, do you? I mean, you've
the
taken marketing
cool
class.
colors or like just colors to draw
What
people's
are good
attention.
colors to draw people's attention, maybe in some sort of marketing or try to
Uh,
get them to buy?
I think it just depends. Like, are we talking about like on a website? Are we talking about on posts? Um,
Okay, let's say website.
on a website, like the colors where you want people to click the button need to be a bright color to catch their attention.
Are you just BSing right now, or?
No,
Oh, okay. So green is the color of money. What do you think? Green. Green is go. So, man, is my button red though? Maybe my button is red. Here I am gonna go talk about my own after my own advice. So, um,
but red matches your website,
yeah, red
your
matches my
colors.
branding and stuff like that. But let me see here. I want to say I think mine is red because it does match my colors. But red means stop. I mean, red is just like a hold. I do have red.
Yeah, red.
Okay, I'm switching it. But what else? You're taking a
Mm,
social media class right now, aren't we?
yeah, I'm not that far in.
How's that going?
Crappy.
Social media?
Yeah.
Hmm. What did I help you in? What class was that? We were literally doing her online advertising. She had a kind of like a Google AdWords.
Advertisement and promotion.
There you go. And it was like a mini Google AdWords account. It was literally the same thing almost as Google AdWords, and you had to choose keywords. What did you have to
Yeah, it was
choose?
all
Keywords,
SEO.
uh,
Keywords,
title
negative
tags,
words.
pricing. We had to do pricing. We had to
Yeah.
do.
We
I
had to
mean, there was a lot
create
of
the
stuff.
ads, everything.
That was actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
No.
I loved it. Could you tell?
Yeah.
Yeah. What grade did I get you in that class?
Oh, I don't remember.
Come on now.
I got an A in that
Ah,
class.
yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh, I like this one right here. This one of my favorite. Albert Garce.
Albert.
Alberto, what is up? Yeah, he says the beer's looking good. Oh,
Aw.
nice and shiny.
It looks better in camera.
Oh, you know what? I think we're done with you today. Thank you for coming to the show, and we appreciate you. And you can go check on your mom. Automotive Car Channel does. Wait, Car Channel. Does she like cars? Oh, this is Sasaki again. Do you like cars?
uh,
Oh, business ideas.
yeah. Uh, I don't dislike
Nah, she don't like cars.
cars.
What do you? Well, you drive what?
I drive a Mustang.
Mustang. What Mustang?
What do you mean?
What kind of Mustang?
Just a Mustang.
Convertible.
Yeah.
Mm. What is up, Pedro? He says happy birthday.
Thank you.
And Trail says become an entrepreneur in the service-based sector. Whatever you choose, have a blueprint to follow. You have a blueprint to follow. And that's a good comment. Very good point about the service-based sector because they're saying that they're not saying it's evident that the service industry, the blue collar industry, is literally dying. People are becoming, people are so soft right now that they don't even want to use their hands. And I'm not saying you specifically have to use your hands, but I mean that's why there's all kinds of studies now that like I saw a video the other day that this lady she's gone to college, she's done all kinds of stuff, she's got umpteen years behind her in studies. She's got her bachelor's, her master's, her this, her doctorate, and she's a big time nurse, makes good amount of money, and yet her husband, who is a plumber, brings home
Mm.
a lot more than she does. Who he did not go to school. I mean, obviously, like plumbing,
Plumbing,
um,
schooling.
there's schooling in plumbing, I would imagine, and union and all that stuff. You can, some places, but um, she's got a ton of debt, and he's making a ton of profit. So, I don't know. That's a good point. You guys tell us what do you guys think about that? Happy birthday from High Speed. What is up, High Speed?
Thank you.
Got you. That's my bro. Tammy F. Or Tommy, sorry. My eyes are bad.
We're so
Um,
behind.
are we behind?
Because we talked about that so long ago.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Women like to talk to women, and most
Mm-hmm.
guys want a nicer woman to talk to on the other end. Yes, sir. Daniel says, I need a woman on the phone. I know I've missed out on jobs because I don't have as smooth of a touch. Daniel, though, let's be honest. Like, if anybody is going to talk to a customer, it would be you because you are the most like friendliest guy to talk to. And I know some people have spilled their guts to you. You and I have had conversations where you've had probably hour-long conversations with customers, and you are a good person to talk to. So, uh, yeah. I think you're all right.
You're all right.
You're all right.
That's a
I saw that.
compliment.
Yeah, it is a compliment. I saw
Mm.
that post. I can't believe he bought that without finding out where he was going to dump. Yeah, Sam saw that post that I was talking about earlier. It was a nice setup too, man. And to be honest with you, obviously there's no DOT number on the truck. I guarantee he's in Texas. He's hauling. I mean, that GVWR and that truck and trailer is way more than 26,000 pounds. He needed a DOT on that thing. He needed a Class A CDL. Um, yeah, he didn't do any kind of research. I'm so sorry for the guy, but that's a prime example of why we man spend money like that is crazy. Every week these guys dropping 30,000 plus on an inferior setup without doing any research. Crazy. I wouldn't call it inferior because it was a nice trailer. I don't know what kind of trailer it was. It looked nice, but no, I get what you're saying for sure, 100%. Let's talk a little bit about the customer we got. So we've had a little bit of a issue with the customer lately. I want to tell you guys a story time real quick. Actually, let's go through this one. Did a lot of homework at first, but I jumped right in. After I sold my shop, took that money and bought a hook truck and 10 bins. Big dive, big jump into the business because 10 bins to start out is a big jump. But I hope you're doing good, man. It's sometimes you do gotta test the waters, and sometimes you just kind of jump in. Eventually, sometimes people overthink things too. It's like one end to another, from one spectrum to another. It's either people jump in without doing absolutely any research, and then you've got the people that literally analyze, overthink, and there's about 50 other people that have started a business and are now way ahead of them, while
Mm-hmm.
this person's still thinking about what his logo should look like, what his business card should look like, and what his website should be versus actually getting out there, getting started, and start making money. So there's a fine line between both of those things, and you got to be kind of right in the middle. But let's talk story time. We have had. I need your guys' opinions and what you guys think. We have had a customer. How many dumpsters would you say we've done for them? At
A
least
lot.
I would say
More than
20.
20.
Yeah, good. Exactly.
More than
More
20.
more than 20 dumpsters we've done for a customer over a period of
Since the summer.
since the summer at least. Yeah, spring, late spring, early summer. It was a very nice house. I posted a short on it today. It was a very nice house, like easily $1.5 million house. I talked about it in Clayton's video too last week or 2 weeks ago in the live. Like a $1.5 million house.
Yeah,
That was
there's
the one where
two
you
houses.
two houses. You jumped out because you didn't want to cross the bridge.
Yeah, you have to cross a bridge over their pond, over their little creek to get onto their property. And then to get up to the house, you have to pass another house, which to get to that first house, you have to pass their volleyball court. So it's pretty,
It's a nice house.
yeah,
It's a nice piece of land.
yeah.
Um, and what she actually said that she could. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. Huh?
Who?
The lady,
Oh,
when she said she could have shot me
oh, yeah.
and bury me. She said something about,
She just said how she had a lot of land and that,
AKA, she could have shot me and
and
she had a lot of land to dispose of my body. I don't know. Is that the way you took it?
I don't know, I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear it.
No,
I'll play it back for you.
that's okay.
So, anyways, okay, let's talk. So we've dropped off over 20 dumpsters to this customer at this house. It's been a huge remodel job that has taken lots of months, which I understand that. And at first it was just one dumpster after another, and then all of a sudden they wanted two dumpsters at the same time.
Mm.
And over the entire time that we've been doing business with them, we've had several issues with payment sometimes because they've gone from one contractor to another contractor to another contractor.
Yeah.
Again, I understand that because I've been through the same issue over at my house that I'm remodeling, so I get that. But one time, I even had them do a dispute on a credit card. Remember that one, where they disputed the credit card.
Mm.
The company took out, or the processing company takes the money out of your account automatically. Make sure you guys give us a like, subscribe, smash the notification bell, and a little commercial break.
Mm.
Where they take out the money automatically out of your bank account, and then they give it back to the customer in and giving you the opportunity to tell your side of the story. Or they don't give it back to the customer. They put it in kind of like an escrow. They hold on to the money, and then they determine who should get the money back. So they disputed the charges, and then I called the guy, and he apologized, gave me another credit card, and then that was that. But it was a couple little things over the summer that kind of were red flags. But
Mm.
then we didn't hear from them. They had two dumpsters, and then we didn't hear from them
And they were
for
commercial dumpsters, so they called when they wanted them to be picked up.
open ended.
Yeah, we weren't picking them up after a certain period of time. They called because they had done that for over 6 months.
Yeah. So some customers, guys, residential customers, it's like a 7 day rental.
Hmm.
7 days, we automatically pick it up unless the customer calls us ahead of time to extend. Some jobs, they want to keep it for indefinitely until they call and say it's ready for pickup, which is fine. We'll do that as well. And we call that just commercial dumpsters. It's the way we
Hmm.
book it and we charge it. And then we charge daily rentals after that. But we stopped hearing from them, and it wasn't nothing new because they would go like hit or miss. Sometimes it would be a couple weeks,
Yeah.
sometimes it would be a month, and sometimes it would be like every day. They could go pretty hard for a little while. So long story short, we didn't hear from them. Probably how long did it take us to kind of realize, hey, what's going on with those dumpsters? Probably about.
Probably 2 or 3 weeks until we reached out and we're like, "Do you want another swap, or are you still using it?"
So they kept extending at that point. They extended it. I think it was probably about a month and a half before we were like, hey, like what's going on.
Mm.
I think we couldn't get a hold of them. That was the first issue. The
Yeah.
phone
So
the
we had
phone
we had okay. So we had plenty. We dealt with at least three different main people, main card
points of
holders.
contacts.
Yeah, main contractors, I guess. And the first one was completely off the job apparently after a couple months, and then the second one was like the main contractor, and then the third guy was just some worker that worked under the contractor. And all of a sudden, the main guy we were talking to at the time, his phone was out of service. We couldn't text him, we couldn't call him, and we had to go through the very first contractor in order, the guy who had been either fired or quit or somehow wasn't on that job anymore. We had to go through him to get somebody else's number to contact to figure out what was up with our dumpsters. And he goes off on this whole rant, which is another red flag, talking about how they're going to scam us out of our money, this and that, and how they scammed him like $20,000. And so we finally get this guy's number, and there you go.
No, good. Yeah.
You got it.
So we get this guy's number. No, not guy. Did we get the girl's number? Lady's number?
No.
So we got some guy's number. New contractor. New contractor says the main guy who had the immediate last point of contact that we had for that customer passed away, and he was a homeowner. So he says this guy passed away, that his wife is now in charge, and here's his wife's number. So we call the wife. She was not very friendly to say the least.
Mm-mm.
Very short. Just said she'll get it when she gets it, and she kept putting it off on the new contractor. New contractor kept putting it off on her, back and forth. Anyways, long story short, I kept playing the game back and forth between the two of them, and I said finally one day, I think you called them, and she just basically told you she didn't have the money to pay right now.
Yeah.
So I drove over to the house. I drive over to the house to go see what's going on with the dumpsters, to go talk to somebody in person, see who she is. Is she the homeowner? Am I going to have to put a lien on this property? Am I getting scammed again like I got scammed last year?
And keep in mind, the longer the dumpster sits, the more we charge. Like he said, with our dumpsters, after so many days, we charge per day. And these were both 20 yards. So these days are adding up on two dumpsters. So at this point, they owe, like, when he went, they owed like $3,000 already. Then.
I think it
Now
was like
that
25, wasn't it? 25. Because I think I made a mistake and I told her 1,200, and I thought it was 1,500. Well,
I
yo,
think it
fifteen
was
hundred
like
each.
three, and you said it way
I made a
less.
mistake.
Now it's
Yeah.
a lot.
Uh, so, anyways, she said she's the responsible party. She's the owner. She's the one responsible for the paying on the dumpsters. She literally told me that. I do have it recorded. I actually wore a GoPro on my forehead that day,
Mm-hmm.
because I knew that I might need it. I won't play it just in case we're not sure where this is going to go. But I was firm, but I was pretty friendly. I just kind of said, "Hey, look, these dumpsters are sitting until we get payment, and we need to figure out who's in charge or who's." I wanted to know who the homeowner was. She did confirm to me that she was a homeowner at that point, and she said her husband had passed away. So I felt for her there, and I kind of let it be. But at this point, he had already passed. Well, not he had already passed away, but he had passed away like 3 weeks beforehand or something like that. So, long story short, we still haven't gotten payment. I did talk to a lawyer.
They've been there since September. Keep in mind.
Yeah,
It's been since September.
yeah, and it's been slow. So I really didn't need the dumpsters back that bad either. And it is a very expensive house. So I figured, well, eventually I'm gonna get it when I put a lien on the house, um, if it sells, which I believe that's what they're fixing it up for. So you guys tell me what you guys think I should have done. What I ended up doing, I will tell you a little bit later, possibly in this live. But I did kind of settle up.
Mm,
What do you think?
yeah,
Did we explain it enough? Did we explain it enough? That was a long explanation. I hope you guys understood.
they're kind of bad storytellers.
I already did that one. Good evening. What is going on, Dana? Again, give me some feedback, guys. What do you guys think about that story? Do you guys think that we handled it correctly, or how we should handle it?
Yeah, how we should handle it. Let me see
Because
if you
here's
handled
the
it
options I
correctly.
had. Sorry.
Because it's already handled.
Here's the options I have. I did contact a lawyer in Texas. You cannot put a, well, at least what I was told was, you can't put a lien on a homeowner's homestead. If it's their only place of residence, you can't put a contractor's lien on a homestead. Uh, So that's a problem. I don't know how many houses these people own, if they own it in multiple counties or whatever. I can only look up by county. So that is an issue. Second, it was a $5,000 deposit to get him to do anything. And in Texas, they told me, I called the county's clerk's office, and to put a contractor's lien, the only people that can put a contractor's lien on a home, on a residence, is a lawyer or a title company. So lawyer charges $5,000 retainer fee. Title company won't do it unless it's done through a lawyer. Uh, so that's my issues right there. Have you gotten any cease and desist letters from the big guys, and how have you handled it? Martin, I have not received any cease and desist letters from any of the big company owners or big companies like Waste Management Republic. I've gotten phone calls from multiple cities sometimes. I think Mesquite called us and wanted us to pick up a dumpster. Who else?
Mm-hmm.
Waxahachie did one time because I placed it on the street. You get one?
Mm-mm.
Frisco did one time as well, but they wanted us to pick it up. Most of the time, I picked it up before they enforced anything. I did have no, Frisco told me if I didn't pick it up in 24 hours, it was going to get towed or removed off the property. I told them that's between them and the homeowner, and whoever takes the can takes it without my authority. And if they take it off private property, then it'll just be the private property owner that will pay me to um, to take it out of impound. So it's their responsibility to deal with the city, not mine, is the way I looked at it. And when I went 3 days later to pick it up, the can was still there. Never received another phone call from that city office. Or it wasn't even an office, it was city enforcement. What is it? Enforcement officer or something. Not a police officer, but a city guy. So, only cease and desist letter I have received was one time I received a cease and desist letter from a shirt company who has the same name apparently, and they
In
thought
the
that,
beginning.
yeah,
Mm.
they thought that I guess I probably could never sell merchandise because they have a
Clothing line.
patent on the
Mm-hmm.
clothing, but not on dumpsters. I do plan. I have started the process to trademark American AF dumpsters, and that's a long process. If any of you guys have done that before, it's about at least a year. In the line, waiting to dump the last dumpster for the day. Good job, man, making that money at this late of the day. Good job, love it. That means business is good. What's up? What's up? How do you go? That's some old school stuff. What's up, Roman and Alexis? I have all 7 of my dumpsters on a new home on new home contracts and construction remodels.
Mm.
Dude, that's what's up.
Time for more.
Oh, damn, she calling you out, dude. Say that a little louder.
I said time for more.
Woo-wee. Golden Leg better go out and buy some more cans, man. Because if you got 7 on properties, that means you can't sell any anymore. That's a good time. That's the way I look at it. When I know all my cans are out, and I get that problem 2, 3 times, then it's time to buy more. Oh, Albert, look at him.
Thank you, Albert.
21 minutes from a nearby landfill is where I live at. 7.8 thousand and up, a good deal for a 6. For a 6. I'm not sure. Not sure. 21 minutes from landfills.
He finished. He finished the second one.
6.512. Oh, okay, here we go. Typo. um, I know exactly what that feels like, man. Big old sausage fingers. Dump trailer, dude. Seven. What was that price? Dude, nowadays, what do you call it? A dump trailer is going to be running you on average usually about 10,000. So it's a pretty good deal. 6 by 12. What is that? That's going to be like a. That's a smaller one, like a 15, maybe a little bit less than that, depending on how tall your walls are. But if it's a dump trailer, and depending on the brand, I like U.S. Dump. What was it? U.S. Dump? No. Texas Pride, U.S. Built. Those are good ones. Really depends on your brand as well, but it's not too bad. File a claim against the state. Public record, as long as you submit the claim on time, the judge will make them pay. So that's the other thing that I could do too, a small claims. I believe I could do a small claims, and then it's up to the judge to place the lien on the property. Um, Another option. Ooh, look who's here.
Why aren't y'all just watching it together? They're funny.
What is up? RG0205.
RG, she's so
RG?
cute.
She's so cute.
She's so cute.
If anybody knows, we know them.
Yeah.
Good peoples.
Yeah.
AS Live just got on. What is up, brother? Happy to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Code compliance. That's what I meant. Code compliance officer. Absolutely. I kept trying to say officer.
Enforcement officer.
Enforcement. Tough call to make. I probably would have washed most of the extra day charges and just collect what was owed. So again, I don't drop off a dumpster without it being paid first. Wheels don't turn. So the dumpster was paid for. Um, yeah, dumpster was paid for already. It was the overages. They always went over because it was construction debris, usually 4 tons, give or take. And yeah, so I know there was going to be overage on top of that. What about going after their bond? Not sure about that, man. Not sure about that. So, you want to talk about what we did?
That was all you.
Nah. I don't think they want to hear what we did.
I feel like you get.
Do we have enough likes?
Canceled.
We only got 22 likes and 30. I'm going to get canceled.
Yeah.
Nah. So, look, the guy passed away. I mean, at the end, and we looked it up, right? I mean, I think we found it for sure, right?
Well, that's what.
What?
I mean.
Yeah, the guy did pass away.
No, the comment.
Someone's going to cancel me?
No, just give him the trash bag.
No. Yeah. Simple.
That's what happened.
That's what happened. I mean, we literally just gave him the trash back. Well, no, actually, we dumped one.
One of them.
Okay, so Kevin, my other driver, went. I can't I'm not supposed to. Well, not supposed to fit 14-foot dumpsters on my truck. They do fit, but it doesn't lock very well. So Kevin did go, and I wasn't going to put it onto my employee to do that kind of stuff. So I just told him, just go pick it up and dump it. Well, we ate the cost. I'm just gonna. It's not worth my time. It's not worth the headache. The guy passed away. I know for real that he did pass away. It wasn't just some excuse. So we did take that one. We dumped it. I'm done with it. I did go get the second one, and I did dump the second one in the yard because that's where it was parked at. But it's not 100% because of the fact that they owed. It's because there was dirt, and it was 100% dirt and tree brush. And even if Kevin did go, I don't think he would have been able to pick it up in the Mac. I was able to dump it and then take it out of there.
They haven't called.
No, because they know. I mean, $3,000, or they just have a pile of brush there that they can literally. I mean, it's out in the country. They can literally put that on fire and be done with it, and just burn it. So that's what I did. Sorry if it was anticlimactic, but we had to talk about it. Would $3,000 be nice? Absolutely, but at the end of the day, like it's not worth my time, and it's not like I'm out any money. We got paid for the dumpster. The dumpsters are sitting there in the wintertime. They would either sat there, they would sat at the yard. Obviously, we rotate the dumpsters, but we didn't really have a need for them during October, or no, really November. Yeah, October, November, December. So we didn't need them. So that's what we did. So hopefully I don't get canceled. I don't know if that's what you guys would do, but it is what it is.
You won't get canceled.
What else have we got going on?
Nothing.
So, like I said, it has picked up a little bit. We've been doing some good dumpsters. Kevin has been staying busy. The Mack truck is running good. The International truck, I am loving my truck. I did have a compressor. The compressor went out. It's been bipolar. The weather has been bipolar over here in Texas. So in the mornings we're cold, and then in the afternoons we're having to turn on the AC, and my AC was not working. So I decided to go get my uh, truck fixed while I was in Nashville during DRS Con. Spent about $900 for a compressor and some Freon and the labor, and it's ice cold again. However, and this is another thing I need you guys' advice on because I'm not 100% sure of. I have been thinking about adding a pusher axle to my International. And if you don't know what that is, you don't know what that is, do you?
No.
All right, check this out. So you know how I have an axle in the front, which is the front axle,
Okay.
and I've got two axles in the rear, which
Okay.
makes it a tandem. Two, so basically six tires, right?
Mm.
So I'm thinking about adding a another rear axle that gives me another 20,000 pounds of GVWR. So giving me another 20,000 pounds to carry to haul legally. And that would cost right around. They told me 3,000 for the labor and between 3 and 6,000 for the axle. How many of you guys have done that in the past? And if you've done that, is it worth it? I think it's a good price for under no more than 9,000. Anywhere between 6 to 9,000, I can add another axle and haul even heavier in the International, the tandem. Um, so let me know what you guys think about that. What do you think about that?
Do you need it?
No, but it's cool. I mean, okay, do I need it? Like when I hauled the dirt jobs,
Mm-hmm.
it was pretty heavy and it's pretty sketchy. So I never really weighed it because I took it and dumped it at free places to dump dirt. Lots of places in the area that you can dump dirt for free. So I didn't take it to the landfill to weigh it, but it was pretty sketchy to the point where I mean I did a wheelie in that truck, hauling it or picking it up, and you're not really supposed to do that, obviously. So um, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know either. What do you guys think? Should I add a pusher? I think it'd be cool for the channel. I think a
Yeah.
lot of people would like to know, how what that all entails. It's air. Um,
Outside the dirt. Good
what's my
question.
heaviest load? Here we go. We're skipping some. What's my heaviest load outside the dirt?
Enough to need that?
So I did rock delivery for my own yard. That was
Mm-hmm.
about 20 tons, so 40,000 pounds. That put me right at probably a little over my GVWR, but that was literally not even next door. Um, to be honest with you, man, Antrell, that's a good question because honestly, the heaviest I've hauled in that truck for actual work is probably no more than 6 tons, so about 12,000 pounds. What is up, Kara? I feel like I know her.
Why?
This is Daniel's wife.
Oh,
Never
Daniel's
met
wife.
her in person. I appreciate you being on Daniel the Dumpster Helper's
Yeah,
wife.
yeah, yeah.
I hope she's taking good care. I hear she's taking really good care of Daniel. Daniel had some surgery on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I have missed my phone calls with him because we talk a lot about business and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't had nobody to talk to. Well, I talked to Albert. Albert, my brother-in-law, I talk to him all the time.
Yeah, he just said he has nobody to talk to.
Well, no, but lately he's been a little pissing me off because he doesn't want to go to Puerto Rico.
Neither do you.
Oh, I do. We're live.
I was just kidding you.
Of course I no, I do. So I got family that wants to go to Puerto Rico, and my brother-in-law doesn't want to go. Long story short, it's an inside joke. But anyways, Kara, definitely take care of Daniel, man. I hear that he's. I told him today. I said, man, I don't know, because well, I can't even bend over and tie my shoes without having blood rush to my head, and he's got. Anyways, long story short, but take care of him.
Oh, is it
Good
too?
peoples.
Is it too personal if I ask what happened?
Nothing happened. It's just he. I don't know if he wants it all out. I think he talked about it. He had no surgery.
No. Okay.
Um,
You don't have to.
he has a hard time breathing out of well, I guess one side. So do it, bro. He's talking about going to Puerto Rico.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
That was I saw that way.
He's talking about
long
going to
time
Puerto
ago.
Rico.
No, he's not.
Yep.
You're annoying.
Tommy says that it affected your yearly registration costs. In my state, they charge you per ton. That is another question. So I don't think so. Again, this is probably stuff I need to figure out and know for sure before I go talk about it. But when I went and registered, She told me when I read, I think when you add up all my axles, I'm at 66,000. She said she was going to put it at 72,000 just in case. Which, if I were to get pulled over, anyways, the cops not going to go by what my registration is on paper. They're going to go by the registration, the plaque on the door frame. That's when I got pulled over in the Mac. That's what he went by. He opened up my door and he looked at the door to see what the plate said or what the sticker said for the axles. So I feel that if I were to get a pusher axle, I would imagine I would get a new sticker for the door, and then obviously when I register it, I would have to change the registration. But but hopefully, I don't know. I don't know. Each state is different. You're right, Tommy. So I don't know what state you're in, and I don't know honestly how Texas does it here. But very good point that I have to look into before I make that decision. Kind of what we were doing talking about earlier, doing your research. So Sam talks about Josh. Do you have any tips for someone just getting into the business? I have an F-150 and I'm doing junk removal. I plan to get a dump trailer soon, and then looking to roll off trailers after college. What's going on, Sam? Sam sounds pretty young. What do you think?
Well, I don't know. That's all you.
No, you don't know.
That's your business.
Well, yeah, but you're in business too, aren't you? You're in business for to grow a business.
Yeah, but I don't know how to get into a dumpster
All
business.
right, business advice. God, that's a very open ended question, man. Obviously, again, do your homework, do your research. Free information out there. Follow. I mean, consume the business. If you're already doing junk removal, I'm gonna tell you right now, an F-150 is gonna be hard to haul anything too heavy. I'm not one to say go out and buy really expensive stuff, but an F-150 is pretty lightweight when it comes to hauling a dump trailer. So that might be my first uh, piece of advice for you is just be careful what you're hauling. Second is you're thinking it correct. I mean, start with a dump trailer. Start with something small first or something inexpensive, and then move your way into something else. Proof of concept, kind of like I said earlier. Call your competitors. Find out what their prices are. Find out how many people in your area are renting trailers versus actual dumpsters. That might be a niche for you. You might be able to just rent out a trailer. There's a guy here, and I don't know if you guys follow him on TikTok or I think I follow him on TikTok, but he is called Trailer DFW Trailer Guy or something like that. And all he does is he rents out trailers. Um, Literally, people either come to his house or he delivers them. You can easily deliver a dump trailer in the F-150 and then pick it back up and just rent it out that way. I'm not suggesting that because that's very sketchy to just rent people out your trailer, but I know people that make money doing that. There is a business in Fort Worth, and I forget what they're called. If you're local, remind me. And they have yellow dump trailers. I know of them, and they have probably like 40 of them, where all they do is rent out dump trailers, and they have a very good proof of concept. They have a very good business, um, and they make a good amount of money, a lot of money, just renting out dump trailers. That might be an option for you, um, or get a bigger truck. What do you guys suggest? If you guys are watching and you guys had to answer Sam, let me know in the comments. What tips or advice would you have for somebody just getting into the business? Um, Definitely use your junk removal to supplement your dumpster business. Are you guys in separate rooms? uh, Daniel says Kara has been beating me up, and Kara says she's been taking good care of him. Just
At the same time.
That's like husband and wife stuff right there. You know what I'm saying? He has two rentals on Friday, so he has to take it easy since he just had surgery on Monday. Ooh. Well, I hope he had winch problems. Hopefully, you got that taken care of, um, or it might be still on the list to take care of. But you know what a winch is, right? It's like
Mm-hmm.
the cable thing. All right, Massachusetts cost me 600 ish per year for a $26,000 truck. Ooh, man, I haven't renewed my registration this year. But when I was in the limo industry, yeah, I think for a heavier truck or bus, we were paying about 575 to register it every year. Plus, you had to get it inspected. So inspections are a thing of the past here. Did you know that? I think starting next year, you won't have to get an inspection for your car, any personal cars. Commercial vehicles, you still have to do inspections. But I think starting next year, you don't have to do inspections anymore for cars in Texas.
I didn't know
Just
that.
pay, but you still have to pay the fee. Isn't that some bullshit?
That's weird.
That is some straight bullshit. You still have to pay the fee to register your vehicle to the state, but you don't have to go get it registered anymore. So let's talk a little bit about schooling again. What's your favorite class so far
Mm.
in college,
Like this semester?
or all in general, in
Uh,
business?
um, I don't know.
Oh my gosh,
That's hard. I've taken a lot. Um,
who here has gone to school for business, and who here has just kind of not? Um, I've never been a proponent for or against college. I went to college when I was a police aide. I went to technical college, paid for by the Milwaukee Police Department. Thank you very much. Associate's degree from uh, MATC, but that was for policing. Police science is what it was called back then. Now I don't know what it's called. What's it called?
I don't know.
Don't they have law enforcement,
Like criminal justice?
criminal justice? Yeah, that's what I should have known that. Uh, but yeah, I've never been. Gary V. I told you about Gary V before you went into college. Is a
Yeah.
very anti. There's a lot of people that are anti-college, and there's a lot of
Mhm.
people that are for college. I think college is very good for creating well-rounded individuals. 100%. Whether it's overpriced or um, meant to keep. Um, oh, no, I won't go there. But I don't know. Anyways, what else do we got? Ontario Joan, what is up, man? Says Josh, I have 3 bins. Just started with a hook lift truck in December. Would you suggest financing more bins, or should I buy piecemeal as I can afford them? Dude, Ontario. So I'm gonna be honest with you. My first, at least now. So as you guys know, I went from again dump trailer to or cargo trailer to dump trailer to roll off trailer, and then from roll off trailer to hook lift. Okay. So I've reinvented myself several times in the last 3+ years that I've been in business. Um, I had up to 10 cans when I sold my roll off trailer, and I downgraded down to 5 cans with my hook lift truck and my first hook lift truck and my first 5 cans. And then I grew that. I paid for every single dumpster up front up until I hit the 20 mark. When I got 20 and I got the international truck, I had paid a very big chunk of money down payment towards the international truck, and I didn't want to have to pay out of pocket more for cans. So I did do the DRS loan. For those of you guys that are aware or not aware, DRS, which is a software company that I use, offers a business loan to its subscribers based on revenue. And instead of paying them once a month, like a normal loan would, you would they deduct or they take out their fee daily from your deposits that you make every day. So let's say I did $1,000 day and my fee was 10%. They would take out $100 from that day's deposits into my account to pay towards my loan. You understand?
Yeah, it's
It's
cool. I
pretty.
didn't know they did that.
It's very neat. It's a pretty cool program. The interest rates are a little bit higher than normal, but it's also a heck of a lot easier. You don't have to show them any paperwork. They obviously know what your revenue is because again, DRS is not just a software platform, but DRS also does the credit card processing. So when you accept credit cards, you accept it through Full Steam, which owns DRS. So they know, obviously, how much you bring in, and it goes. It's set over. I don't know exactly how they do it, but it's set over an amount of time. And let's say you bring in X amount, they would give you a percentage of that towards to make a loan. Pretty cool way to get a loan, and it's literally next day. So if I were to go on there today and say, hey, I wanted, which I did, I went on there and said I wanted a $30,000 loan for 10 dumpsters. Actually, I did 35,000, and then I paid the rest out of pocket. But I took 30. I think it was 32, 33,000, just under 35,000, and it was deposited in my account the next day. And then immediately, the following day after that, they started taking their percentage up. Which for the $32,000 or $33,000 that I did a loan for, my and you can do over 6 months, 3 months, 6 months on average, 9 months, something like that. You can say how long you want it to extend out for. I think I did 6 months, and it came out to like 14% of my revenue was my payment, which hurts. I can feel it. But when I am taking a loan for equipment that I'm immediately making money for, it makes it worth it, right? Because you have the money coming in, the extra money coming in, and I'm gonna pay that off a lot sooner than the time frame that they suggest or they thought it was gonna be based on my previous revenue because my revenue keeps going up even though it was slow months. It's still a lot more than it was last year. So, pretty cool program. They already offered me. I think I only owe like $9,000 left from that. I did that in middle of October when I got the international when I got my cans. But but yeah, I'm paying it off pretty damn quick. So that's the only loan I've done other than half of the roll off trailer. I did a loan for half the roll off trailer back in the day when I did that. So pretty cool program. Are you going bedtime?
No.
Oh,
It's time for a TV show.
time for what TV show? 8 o'clock. What TV show are you watching?
The one me and mommy watch.
Which one's that one?
The family member one.
Why you being the family member one?
Yeah, the famous relative. Where they sing, and they hide behind the wall.
What's it called?
I don't remember.
Oh, why you hide your mouth? Don't be shy. Cause you're talking about a TV show. Is mommy waiting?
I don't know.
Oh, all right. So, anyways, did I miss? What was that comment? Did I miss a comment?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, we were here. So,
Oh.
anyways, that's a long answer to your question, but 3 cans. If you have the work for it, then you should be easily pay off. You should hopefully easily pay it off, especially going into spring season. But if you don't have the work for it, be very careful getting yourself in debt for some cans. Lasted half a semester in a community 20 years ago, and college wasn't for me. I
Not
feel you.
for everybody.
It is not. Wasn't. And Trail says, are you going to go with 40-yard dumpsters after all? When I had my trailer, I was turning down calls for 30s 3 to 4 times. Yep, me too. Now, if a person calls for a 40, I can sell them a 30 hands down. So, yes, there is a good percentage of people that you can talk into doing 30s because 30s is the most common dumpster size there is out there for the big dumpsters. Am I right?
Right.
However, is there a however? How many people would you say that call for 40s?
A lot. But if they call for a 40 and I tell them, okay, well, the largest that we have is a 30-yard, and they say, okay. Like, I feel like they don't even know the difference. They don't care most of the time.
Most of them don't. But we've turned away some, I would imagine, too, right?
Yeah.
So I know for sure, and I talked about it, I think, in my last live, that I turned away. I didn't turn away. I really tried to sell them on 30s because it was a UPS, and it was during Christmas time, and they really wanted 40s, and they wanted them back to back to back. Literally, he said by the time I get back to the yard, they would need another one. So it was going to be good. But he refused to do 30s. So I do want a couple. I think my next order, I will probably order at least 2 40s. I believe so.
I think you could book them.
Sell them for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you could sell them.
Yeah.
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 Well, are you leaving?
I'm going.
All right. Say goodbye to Alexis. I'm going to finish up here a little bit.
Bye.
Peace out. Thank you. Happy birthday. So, hopefully that answers your question. Pretty cool loan terms. It is pretty cool loan terms. Again, I think QuickBooks has the same kind of. Excuse me one second. I think QuickBooks has kind of a same similar program where you can do a QuickBooks loan as well, and it's based on your revenue and stuff like that. So, pretty cool option to have. And Trail says, I did have an MBA, good corporate job, but I've been an entrepreneur my whole life and a risk taker. Absolutely. Sometimes it's better to just be on your own. She was having some issues with a professor not that long ago, and I just like, you know what? That's exactly why. It's just very hard. Some people just have that personality. Type A personality is 100% me, where it's very, very hard for me to work under somebody. I'd just rather be my own boss, do my own thing, and not really have. You still have people that you always have somebody to answer to, right? You have customers, you have vendors, you have client, whatever it may be, but it's different. It just is. It just being an entrepreneur to me is gives you a freedom to kind of do what you need to do, and and not really have to take that BS from people. Okay, so Antros talked about Stripe does a loan as well, small fee and 20% of sales. So yeah, I mean, again, I think with a $30,000 loan, give or take, it was like 10, it was like 3% or $3,000 worth of fees, is what they charged. So we're gonna wrap up soon, guys. If you guys have any more questions for me, make sure you ask now because I'm probably gonna be wrapping it up pretty soon. Thank you so much for being here. I super appreciate it. Every single Wednesday, we're gonna try to go make that commitment live at 7 o'clock, no matter what. Even if it was like last Wednesday when I was in Nashville, Texas. I know, Nashville, Tennessee, but where it was just a few minutes. But I wanted to make sure that I stayed firm with my commitment. So Ontario City is talking to DRS, but because I'm a Canadian company, not all of their system works for me. Tracking and planning the routes and whatnot are an issue with DRS. Oh, I had no idea. That's interesting. So I wonder if, I mean, they use the tracking like through Google Maps. Is Google Maps an issue? Is it because of that? I don't know, but that's pretty interesting. Hmm. So and again, only having 3 cans though, at least right now, I don't even know if I'd use software to be honest with you. Like, and if I did, you don't need the tracking or the routing. You don't need to do dispatching because it's only 3 cans. It shouldn't be that hard. I mean, we really didn't use the inventory, the numbering the cans, or the tracking of the cans until I got my 30s. So at about 20 cans is when I started. Excuse me, is when I started numbering all the cans and doing the tracking and the dispatching. I didn't do the dispatching until I got a driver. So if that helps at all. Daniel says I had 2 years of business management classes before I switched to my major. YouTube University has surpassed what I learned in school by far, but has required more upfront effort in investigating. Dude, that is so true, man. Like, there's so many ways now to do your own education online, and not just through YouTube. Like, if you wanted to be a Google Ads guy or Google SEO or anything with Google, do you know how many free things Google offers? Courses online where they can actually give you a certificate from Google, and you can be a certified Google Ads person. You can be a certified Google SEO, certified Google Analytics person, whatever it may be. They have all these courses that you could just literally educate yourself and then start up your own little digital agency doing that kind of stuff using the certification from Google. Um, it's huge, and it's not just Google, but it's lots of things like that where you can literally educate yourself if you just put the time and the effort into it. It's crazy how much free content is out there. It's just crazy. Very good point. Ontario worked in film and TV for 30 years doing lighting. Super cool. I've always wondered, Ontario, what is your avatar all about? Is that you or is that what is that? And the name drone. Do you fly drones or I was kind of wondered about that. College were the best years. So yeah, I feel you, man. I think it's an experience that a lot of people um, should have. I didn't have the whole like frat parties or none of that kind of stuff. I've never been a party person, but yeah, it was all fun. I tell people I'm the worst boss I ever had. I know that's right. Um, I heard that, but yeah, man, being an entrepreneur, like I said, is just something else, dude. It's nothing like it. I've been doing it since I was, since I was 18, 19. I started my security company, working part time for a security company while I was on the police department, and I realized that I didn't want to be on the police department. I did not want to be on. I didn't want to not want to work under somebody like that. So I decided to go out on my own, which is good because a lot of my friends that were on the police department had either been fired, have gone to prison. My class that I went into the police department with, my class they were with me. Um, Several of them were involved in a pretty big scandal in Milwaukee, where a lot of them were arrested at a party that they had at their house. And super glad that was not me. What happened?
I forgot my water.
Oh, you should rather water.
It's a repeat show too.
It's a repeat show.
Yeah.
So you just what am I? Your backup? You want to come back up here and
No,
have
I
a
was
seat?
just coming to get my water.
Oh, we're almost done. But yeah. So, anyways, like I said, that's kind of it's kind of a blessing in disguise because you never know what could have happened. He says he's his worst boss he's ever been, and we are done. Mid journey picture. Oh, okay, cool. And I do fly drones for fun. First person view. Super cool, man. Well, we are going to call it a night, y'all. Thank you for coming. Make sure you like, subscribe, smash the notification bell. We will see you again next week, Wednesday, live at 7 p.m. I may have a guest on there. We shall see. Thank you so much. No, nothing to say?
Bye.
You want to say bye?
Yeah, I did.
I mean, everybody said happy birthday to you. You want to
I said bye first.
peace out to the next time.
Bye.
Laters.